Guys, I'm excited today because I'm going to be revealing my crypto trading strategy that I do use every single day. Now, this strategy, I've not used it in any other market apart from the crypto market. So you just understand it and you see if you can apply it to any other market. But this strategy, I do use it for trading crypto. Now, if you're trading crypto, this strategy is going to be helpful for you. It has been actually consistently giving me money for the past 2 months. And this is the strategy that I have been using. I'm going to reveal it to you. So this strategy is going to be actually a technical analysis. This is going to fully be technical analysis. You are just going to be using it on the chart. Meaning, this strategy, I don't know if it is going to, if you don't know the fundamentals of crypto or you don't know what crypto is, you can use this strategy to make money on the market. And which type of trading are we going to use it? You can use it on the spot trading, you can use it on futures trading, but mainly I apply it on futures trading. So this crypto trading strategy, basically there are 3 things that you really need to know to master this crypto trading strategy. 1 is time frame, 2 is break or bounce. So what do we mean? We are going to be using mainly support and resistance. That is the third thing you are supposed to be knowing. We are going to use 1, you should understand when I'm explaining, understand the time frames I'm using. 2, you understand what a break is and what a bounce is. So 3, you are going to understand the most important one, which is supports and resistance. So we are going to be plotting our key levels, and those key levels are going to be acting as our supports and resistance, and those we are going to be respecting. The main or the secret, if there is a secret, there is no secret in trading, but the secret of this strategy is actually the golden zones or the supports and resistance zones. So make sure you understand those ones very well with the time frame we are picking them from. So without wasting your time, I'm excited. Let's just jump to the chart and I show you everything step by step of how I do it. So guys, on the chart you are seeing right now is Ethereum USDT, and when we are trading Ethereum USDT, any pair that we are trading, what we do, the first step is to go to 1 week time frame. So we go to weekly time frame. I change here to my weekly time frame. Mine is already on weekly time frame. After going to weekly time frame, we need to plot key levels. Those key levels are going to act our main supports and resistance. So what do? We are going to pick a horizontal line here. We are going to pick a horizontal line. And then we are starting from the left, please. We are starting from where the graph has started. We are going to plot the whole of it. Where are the key levels? So we are starting from here. Where it already started, we see if it has ever been respected. Has this point ever been respected? We can see it has ever been respected. It has ever been respected around here. So we are going to draw a point right over here, this horizontal line. So you can, the horizontal line can be in any color, but mine is yellow because these are my golden zones. I love them so much and they are the most important zones. So when we go up here, we see that it topped up here where price stopped and started dropping down. It means that was what? That was the resistance. Price failed to break through this region. So as this region tested, you can see that on the right hand side it has ever been tested, this region. So we need to plot that region. We need to plot that region. So you can plot it in respect to the other points, but the most important thing is to plot that region. So I'm plotting it over here. I can plot it above or down, but I want to plot it down on the body, not on the wick. I've plotted it on the body. So I've been considering these other parts that were left, these other 2 tested parts, but I wanted to pick up that very one. So after going up, price came down. We are following price. We started on the left hand side. Price went up, it got a resistance here, it came down here, tested our point here, and that was our support. Price still left our support and bounced from our support. What happened? Price broke our previous resistance. So we know that we are going to learn about breaking in the few minutes after, but we know that every time this was a resistance, if a resistance is broken in the future, it is likely to become a support. So this is what is happening on this chart. Once it got broken, this region got broken, you can see that it became a support in the future, right? So it means this is the first lesson that you should pick. We said there are 3 things that you are supposed to master. The time frame, you are supposed to master our key zones, the most important thing, and then you're supposed to master what we call break or bounce. So this was a break. This was a break. So when we had a break, it continued going up. After breaking up, it continued going up. But I also wanted to show you that it later on bounced this region. It later on became a support. So let's get up to here. When price really broke our region, what happened? Price continued to go up. Price continued to go up to around this region, right? But at least when I zoom in a little bit, you can see that price had this bounce down here. You can see before price continued going up, price had this very bounce down here. I think when I enlarge my chart clearly, you can see that price reached somewhere here and bounced back to retest. This was a break and retested here. So where did the retest come from? This very point. We are going to mark that point. Price stopped here and then bounced back to retest our region, to retest our broken region. So we are going to mark that. We get a horizontal line and we mark this level, very important level. I think you can see this level that we are trying to see here. It was respected here. 1, 2, you can see it over here. 3, you can see it over here. 4, you can see it over here. And currently, even the price of Ethereum, we are on Ethereum, the price of Ethereum is still ranging around that region. You guys can see how important this is. So afterwards, after price getting to retest our region, which we have already marked, price really continued up drastically. Please, you can if you want to make more regions, you can. Please, this is also another region. Price tried to come down and it reversed from here. You can also mark this region if you really want. If price was around this region, I was going to mark it, but for the case of the video, let me mark it. Price came down here and reversed from there. So if price was really around this region, I would mark it. I would really mark it. I've marked it for the sake, but I can neglect this if I really want to, but let me leave it there for the sake of just marking. Then let's go up where price really reversed from up here. So this is the region. We have to mark that region. Very important. Please, we are doing all this on weekly time frame, so you can see there, up there on the weekly time frame. We have marked this level, and this level has ever been respected here. So this is our highest level, 1, 2. Then we have that highest level above here, the highest level that Ethereum has ever been in. So we have to mark that highest level of ours. Also, we mark our highest level. So we see at this level, there are levels that we have not marked. So there is this one level here. We have marked this. When price reached here, it tried to drop. So this was a support. This acted as a support over here. We are going to mark it on the week itself. We are going to mark it where the week stopped itself. So we mark this week over here. We have marked that week. I think you can see that this week has been respected even currently over here. So we can also mark this very week, because it is corresponding to our week here, our head here, this very week here. We are going to also mark it. So you can see when we are marking these levels, you can see over here there's another level we have left up here. Although price has not yet reached there, but there's another level we have placed. Please mark all the levels on a weekly time frame. You mark all the levels. So we have completely marked all the levels. So everywhere you can see that we have been using only these levels this side to mark, but you can see that the levels that we have marked this side only on the left hand side have been respected. Those levels have been respected, all of them, meaning when price reaches there, either two things happens on these levels that we have marked. Either price breaks through it or price bounces from those levels. So they are very important in our strategy or what we really use. So this is just simple support and resistance, but I just want to break it for you and how I really understand it, how I use it for you so that you can use it simply. Now, after you marking all those golden zones that I call my golden zones, now you need to drop to a daily time frame. We have been on weekly time frame. You need to drop to daily time frame. So let me look for daily time frame, and I drop to my daily time frame. So this is daily time frame. I'm dropping to my daily time frame. So I have dropped to my daily time frame. On my daily time frame, I have to come to what? I have to come to and see if there are some levels or the highest and the lowest within my daily time frame. So on my daily time frame, what is the lowest on my daily time frame for the price? This has been the previous lowest point. And what is the highest on my daily time frame? This has been the highest on my daily time frame. So this is simple. This strategy is like this. I have my key levels. Now on my daily, if this was my daily time frame, I was going to get a horizontal ray. This is not my daily, because my highest on the daily time frame is this, and my lowest on the daily time frame currently, my previous highest and lowest is this and this. But if this was not there, I would mark. If this was the highest, I will mark that was my previous highest, and if this is my lowest, I would mark that. So price is ranging. So our strategy is called ranging strategy. We need to get 2 points that we are trading in between. We need to get 2 points that we are trading in between. For example, you can see over here the 2 points that we are trading in between. These are the points you have to mark on the daily time frame, right? You have to mark on the daily time frame. So this one I've been showing you if price had not yet gone up and then reversed down to this level. But since price has already done that, I'm going to get my level here and take it to my highest point. That has been my highest point on the daily time frame. I'm doing this on the daily time frame. You need to understand, and this is the lowest, my lowest. So you can see from this, you can see that these golden levels of ours have been respected. When price went up there, it bounced from our golden level, came down here, it is again bouncing on our golden level. So what do? We need to see what is the trend that we are following, right? What is the current trend? Now, how do we get trends? Trends, we look at higher highs and lower lows. So is price making higher highs? You can see that price has been making higher highs. This one, it broke through our region here, it broke through our golden zone and then retested it, broke through this one, retested it again. So what happened? It has been breaking and retesting, breaking and retesting. So when price came back here, it is again bouncing from this region. So what do we suggest now? What do we suggest on the daily time frame? What do we do? Two things we do on the daily time frame. One is to mark the previous high and the previous low on the daily time frame. Two is to find the trend. So on the daily time frame, we have an upward trend. Now, after doing that, we drop to a 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is also to confirm the current trend. Which trend are we in on a 4-hour time frame? So I'm going to change to 4-hour time frame to also confirm which trend are we in. So you can see on a 4-hour time frame, as you can see over here, the trend is looking, we don't have a clear trend, or the trend is clear. You can see over here on the 4-hour time frame, it is also bullish. You can see on the 4-hour time frame, it has been bullish. But you can see that price has been dropping to come to our region here. So what are we going to be doing? What are we going to do on a 4-hour time frame? Same thing that we did on 1 hour on the daily time frame. We are going to mark the previous high on 4-hour time frame and the previous low on 4-hour time frame. So what is the previous high on 4-hour time frame? So please, you are going to get another ray, another horizontal ray. I like using trend line when it comes to down, but you can get a horizontal ray, another horizontal ray. Let me use a horizontal ray. So what is the on the 4-hour time frame? Which one is the previous low? You can see this one is here. This one is the previous low on 4-hour time frame. And what is the highest on 4-hour time frame? The highest point has been this on 4-hour time frame. Now, what are we going to do? What is our region? We can take trades on 4-hour time frame, but I do drop up to 1-hour time frame. So we are not going to be taking trades in the middle of our range like this. Our trading strategy is we trade in range. We are range traders. Now we need to wait for price to our decision. Our decision is taken when price comes to these regions. When price comes to this region, we need price to drop to this region. But the most important thing is if price drops to our golden zone, right? If price comes to our golden zone, if price can drop up to this region here, then we can take a buy. Why? Because our general trend is an upward trend. We can take a buy on this region. Oh, we can wait for price to pull also up to this region, the low on a 4-hour time frame, and we start thinking of a buy. So on 4-hour time frame, we wait for price to reach our region. We need to wait. We need to be patient. So our decision will be made when price reaches here or when price drops over here. But remember, generally what we saw on a daily time frame is that the price is bullish. The price has been bullish, so when we need to be following the trend. But now our trend to take a bullish trade on this, we are not going to take it in the middle like this. We wait for price to either reach here or reach here, and then we decide what to do. So price has to first reach our region and then we take a trade. But now that is one thing I wanted you to master. Where do we take trades? We take trades on 1-hour time frame. So if price after price reaching onto our region on the golden zone or any of these regions of ours, the highs and lows, that's when now we drop to 1 hour time frame and we look at candlesticks to confirm a buy or a sell, So guys, the last thing that I want to show you, is if you are already in a trend, we can use trend lines to determine. For example, we know that our bias is, or our trend is an upward trend, but you can see clearly that on a 4 hour time frame, price has been dropping, making lower lows. This one is a low, this low was broken to form a lower low. So what we do is that we know on a daily time frame that price is really bullish. Price is bullish, and the only thing that can confirm us is if confirm a bearish zone is if our golden zone or our support here was broken. That's when we would confirm that, oh, price has now changed, the structure has changed, it is now bearish. But for so long as that our golden zones were being broken to go up, we remain bullish. You understand? If our golden zones are being broken down to come down, we are bearish. So what do you do in this case is that you are going to apply a trend line. You are going to draw a trend line on these regions here, up to down here. I think you can see that clearly. Please, our trend lines, sometimes on a trend line you can use the body, sometimes on the wick, but it is more, I normally use the wicks because all those wicks represent price. So guys, another thing you can see when you want to take a trade now, when you want to take a trade in the middle, as I told you, it is more advisable. Like for this trade, we would have taken it on the golden zone here. But if you now want to take the trade in the middle of the range, like this one here, like this trade here, what we do, we already know our bias. Our trend is an upward trend, and we know that we need price to come. Price is going to be into our region, and price is going to come to this golden zone. Price has to reach this golden zone to break it, to confirm now that, oh, it is we are continuing with the bullish trend, or we are doing what, or we are in a bearish. Price can bounce back, and or else for us to confirm that we are now in a bearish movement, as currently the graph is showing bearish movement, price has to come and break our golden zone. So since price has already broken a sloping trend line, you understand, this is a sloping trend line, price has already broken it. This gives us the confirmation that price is now going through our direction. So what do we do here? We know that price is going up, or price is bullish. So we have to take, if you are someone who is doing spot trades, you can now start dollar cost averaging here. You can now start buying. As I told you, it is more advisable to buy on our golden zones. We wait for our golden zones and we take trades. And the best trade for this particular one, that would be a trade over here, But if you want to follow, you wanted to wait for the bounce here to follow it up, then you take a trade over here, a long trade. So you guys can see that if we had followed this trade, we would take the trade in between the range here and see how wide our stop loss would be. So this is something that I really avoid. What I want to do is that I want to wait for wait for price to get to my golden zones, and then with confirmation of my trend lines, that's when I can take a trade. But if price is in between my golden zones, like the way you are seeing right now, it gives me a very hard time that my stop loss is so wide, and if I'm trading on futures, this is so risky. So what I really want to do is that in case maybe I'm trading on spot, then I can dollar cost average if I see that price is getting towards a break of my trend line. But if I'm doing futures, I really want price to come to my golden zones, and then I take decision on my golden zone. I take my decisions on my golden zone. If price is not on my golden zone, then it is very hard for me to take that futures trade. But if price comes to my golden zone, then I see a bounce on my golden zone. Of course, the patterns that I like watching on the bounce on my golden zone is the M and W pattern. So the W pattern, that is the double bottom, it helps me to confirm or to see that price is now reversing to go to the upward side or if I see on my golden zone, if I see a double top or the M pattern, I'll know that price is now going to come down. Then that's what determines my short or long. Then I can also have another confirmation, which is like the pattern of this pattern that I do use. Another pattern that I use is head and shoulder, that I'll be explaining in another video. So please make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification button, because I'm going to be bringing you more of such types of information, more of technical analysis, so that you can enjoy yourself and you learn more of technical analysis. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel and have your notifications turned on, because I'm going to be giving you more of such information. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next episode. Subscribe, turn on the notification button. Bye bye.